Ladies should also know that after you go exceed 3 baby daddies, we don't look at you as a baby mother anymore. We're looking at you as a breeder, animal. Uh, that's what animals do. They breed to different uh, suitors. And so after you exceed 3 baby daddies, ma'am, he's not looking at you like y'all, like this is gonna be a thing. He might play that game with you so he can, knock your boots. But other than that, he's looking at you like a complete breeder.
If you're constantly looking back and you're constantly stuck right there and you're playing the blaming, you're not going to grow. You're not going to mature.
Looking back killed Lot's wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be that peerless. Be salty.
Be salty.
Be salty. This is what you want to do. Be salty. Me, I'm going
and
forward.
That's what it really is. They be salty, looking back.
Yeah, bitter.
He been and got married.
Ain't so bitter. They're bitter. Yeah.
He got the new girlfriend. She younger.
Ooh, they look happy. They got you worried about the wrong thing, sweetie.
She got the little waist.
So my husband and I was having a conversation about relationships, and basically we were talking about women who lose a good man, right? And the reason I chose the term a good man over men and women who lose a good spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend is because it's usually the woman who is in that standstill, who is in that stagnant mentality, who is stuck. Wouldn't you agree?
I definitely would. I think relationship is important right now because where one falls short, the other can pick up the slack, and vice versa, ensuring both parties' survival as one. This is vital in this crazy economy, especially in regards to inflation. It's tough for people to make it right now. If you find you a good spouse, but we're gonna be more. We're gonna bust it, be more particular. If you find you a good man, ladies, and then you lose him, we're gonna go over some of the signs when they do lose him and what it looked like. But I just feel like that it's important that men and women hold themselves accountable and recognize when they do find a good person. But moreover, we're gonna talk about the women losing good men.
That part.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, relationships is good. You should stick by them. But let's talk about these women that stuck because they done lost a good man and don't know how to move forward.
What do you mean when you say stuck? What do that mean?
So, as I was reading, it's an article from Mental Health Matters, right? It says here that when, let's say you're a person and you go through a relationship and you're the cause of it, or that relationship just goes bad and you're grieving from it, right? You go through different stages after a breakup. Again, this is mostly from people who feel like they're losing or they lost something after the breakup. They experience denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. I have found so many, or came in encounter or seen so many women, when I say stuck, they're stuck with that bargaining and depression. They know they messed up, so they want to hold on to him in some type of way. Now they're devaluing themselves to a side chick or a plaything, a play toy, just to keep a attachment to him, hoping, or some type of hopes or wishes, thinking it's going to get better. If I get another chance, I'll be able to have him back or some type of thing. So that's what I mean, stuck, that mentality. They're stuck on the fact that maybe this is the best man I may have had. I didn't really get to have what I wanted with him. So now everything after him is I'm bargaining with myself. I'm bargaining with my values. I'm bargaining with
no one measures up.
Nobody really measures up to the person they really wanted to be with.
Yeah,
right?
You talking about the comparison phase of it, of the regret of what you done did. Now you done went out into the dating market. You see it's dead. You comparing everything to Mark or whoever he was that you lost, and nobody is adding up.
So they're stuck. They're stuck.
But I also heard you mention
depression. Yeah.
No. You mentioned reaching out. Well, you said she would put herself in a place to be that the guy that she lost side piece now.
Yeah, she's
So
bargaining with her self value,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
more than that, they're bargaining, and then there's so many of these women that's stuck that think a baby keeps a man. So now they find themselves with all these children, and now they're depressed because they don't really like who they are. They're not liking the fact that they. I'm just saying, there's a lot of women out here like this,
Yeah,
and they're just
I agree.
they're stuck in this place when you don't have to be. All you have to do is hold yourself accountable. You know, if it doesn't work out, whether you messed up, he messed up, you say, hey, what can I learn from this? Move forward so you can attract something just as good or better than what you just lost.
I agree.
Don't be that person that's stand there and stuck, because it's too many of them that is. They're bitter. And then I don't think guys understand that, because, you know, you can tell a guy like, yeah, there's something there. They still want you or something. They be like, no, it's not that. No, they is still stuck from when the time they was with you.
Yeah, and what I do know personally is, just as a man, is jealousy kicks in. She sees that man with another woman. There hasn't been any communication in months. Next thing you know, she sees him with that woman, upgrade or downgrade. It now she becomes a low key stalker. Now he's getting messages out of the blue from her. You know, if he ain't changed his number, he getting messages out of the blue. She opening up, apologizing about how she now she's willing to express how she felt and admit remorse about the breakup.
Maybe for some, but I don't think all of them do.
I didn't
think
say
some,
all.
I think some of them sits back and play the blame. I
Yeah.
think it's jealousy, but they playing the blame game. They want to point the finger to justify or put in their mind of why it messed up. You know what I'm saying? Well, the reason it messed is because of them. It had nothing to do with me. It was them. I didn't do nothing type of mentality. So they're playing that blame game, but yet they're still mad. And believe it or not, I think some people be jealous and don't even know they be jealous. I'm just saying.
What's an example of that?
When you say, I'm not jealous of you, but then people can come back and be like, but y'all bragging about what y'all doing and this and that. How can you say you're not jealous? Wouldn't you be happy if I'm saying something good? Because just because I say that we're doing this or we're living this type of life doesn't mean I'm bragging. I'm just in a happy space. Be happy for me. But that's jealousy.
Yeah. I also got dodging relationship talk. I think a lot of women, people in general, honestly, dodge relationship talk when they done lost somebody that was good. You know, when a girl's ask her about dating or moving on, she might shut down or change the subject. You know, I think that's a thing as well. I do.
That's true, or they play that blame game, or again, that because they're stuck in that bargaining and depression stage and haven't really accept the breakup or accept where they are so they can move forward. They don't have successful relationships. It kind of goes back to what I was saying. You know, you find most of these women end up with a bunch of children because they mentality and thinking that they gonna be able to hold on to something that really, or make it something that it really never wasn't.
Ladies should also know that after you go exceed 3 baby daddies, we don't look at you as a baby mother anymore. We're looking at you as a breeder, animal. That's what animals do. They breed to different suitors. And so after you exceed 3 baby daddies, ma'am, he's not looking at you like y'all, like this is gonna be a thing. He might play that game with you so he can, knock your boots. But other than that, he's looking at you like a complete breeder. I'm just being honest.
Okay, so I'm not going to agree with that. I do know that women can have...
You're going to disagree with what I'm saying about how men feel?
I think if a woman has more than 3 baby daddies, but their mentality is right, they're not stuck, they're moved on, they're focused on themselves and their children, they display it in they the way they mother their children, the way they handle their children, they're very mature. It's still possible for them to get a good man. It's just that most women who have 3 or more baby daddies, their mentality and their maturity is not there, so they don't attract that. But it's still possible for a man to look at them, for a man. Now, I ain't saying you. I'm just saying there might be a guy who might can't have children and say, you know what, I want a bunch of children. She got a bunch of children, and she might be good in her mind on the right track and stuff.
I mean, I agree to disagree, but even the example that you just gave was what I would call simp at best. And so, of course, you know what I'm saying, a woman can definitely get her a clown, a simp, you know what I'm saying, please go do that. I've told women myself, please go get you you know what I'm saying, an older guy. You can bump him on his head a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He don't require as much, you know what I'm saying? And you know how you are, ma'am. You know what I mean? So go ahead and go get you an older guy so you can, you know what I'm saying, play that game like that. But that's simp at best. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it like simp good man. I mean, I guess it does exist.
I'm going to agree to disagree because, again, I think for me, and I think a lot of people who are mature, if a woman gets on the right track, no matter how many kids she has, and she don't have that stuck mentality, she don't have that immature mentality, she display good values and integrity and morals with her children and herself, then it's still possible that she can to attract a good man. I don't think he has to be simple or anything. I think she can still do it. It's just that most women
the key point was
doesn't get there.
The key point was not how many children, how many baby daddies.
But
I'm with you though. Yeah, I'm with you. And we both agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, we're going to agree to disagree.
You know, we're house divided on that one. No biggie.
I think in any relationship, in order so you don't be that person who is in that stuck, or, you know, what I would call stuck, because when you become stuck, you become bitter, right? You become that bitter person. You're looking for stuff. You manipulate. You lie. You do all this other little stuff that comes in. So if you don't want to be that person, what I would suggest is, you know, in any relationship, if you feel that you have gave the offense to anyone, apologize. That's a step of moving forward. Be the bigger person and apologize your wrongs, own your flaws. If you cheated, if you know you did some stuff that you could have done better, don't sit back and point the finger. Own it, apologize, and move forward. Whether apologize to them, to yourself if you been blocked and you can't go back and apologize to them. But apologize, man.
Take the high road.
Yeah. Don't lie to yourself about what happened. Find a way to repair. And I'm not talking about that relationship. I'm talking about yourself. Any bad breakup in any relationship is hard. You want to work on you. Take time for you. Love on you. Again, do an evaluation and say, hey, what can I do better going forward in my next relationship, whether you messed it up or not? I always try to take that approach.
Yeah, I don't think it matters who messed up the relationship. If it's over with, it's over with, and you have to move forward. But we're talking about basically moving forward and what being stuck looks like. So don't be stuck. Definitely move forward after the breakup. It don't matter what happened. Directly after the breakup, I think it should be healing time.
Yeah,
and or just self time. You know, you know, let that thing air out, ladies. You know what I'm saying? I think that is a thing. What about you?
I think you should take time for you, love on you, definitely heal, do some self-evaluation so you can be better. In any relationship, when it ends, you should move forward.
Yeah, I think the ladies definitely want to let that thing air out.
We were just talking, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of so sad to see so many people my age and older in that stuck phase. Like, it's been 15 to 20 years and you still there 4 kids later. You still there?
What do you mean still there? Just still on the same level?
You still on the same level, on the same mentality. You still on, well, what they did to you 20 years ago. You can't move on. Even though you'd have moved on. You'd have moved on with different guys.
Wouldn't that be trauma? Some form of...
I call it stagnant and stuck.
Yeah.
But maybe it's trauma. Maybe I don't know. See, I'm not that person but just seeing it with so many different women, it's like Man, I hope you heal. There's definitely needs some healing going on. It could be 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. But if you're still talking about something from years ago, or what a person did to you and how it didn't go, baby, you are stuck. Let it go.
Yeah.
If you ain't talking to be an inspiration or tell somebody how they can move forward, but you still talking, playing that blame game, they did this to me, their fault why it's like this. They should have, like, come on now.
Can that person, because that person could be seeing the time that they're reflecting on as the best time of their life, as the most happy time of their life, or because once you start reminiscing and looking back, oh, it wasn't that bad, because now you're not on the grass, ain't green on the other side, and you're on the other side, and it's dirt, and you're looking back and you're saying, oh man, what was I thinking? Okay, and so this is what I'm asking: could her future involve green grass? Could she still elevate to make it to greener pastures, opposed to
Yes.
looking back to
Yes.
to something that's over with?
Yes.
How?
By apologizing to yourself, self-evaluation, healing, taking time for you, move forward to get to know you. Let that pain go, let it heal. That, yes, you can move forward to green pastures, but you can't do that if you're standing there constantly pointing the finger and looking for love in all these places that you're not going to get it because you ain't started with yourself loving you.
How would a woman go about beginning that process? Just right there, just loving yourself, like, because I don't know if every woman know what loving herself might look like.
So I can only speak from my experience, right?
Right.
So my journey of self-love started, I would say, with me knowing who I am, or okay, affirmations, me moving the negative thoughts out my head, me looking in the mirror and not saying, I don't like this spot on my face, or I don't like this and I don't like that, but looking and saying, you know what, you are beautiful, even if I didn't feel it. Me knowing, you know what I'm saying, saying to myself, you know what, you are more, you know what I'm saying, than what people say you are. You still are strong, and this and that. It started there, right? But then for me, I gotta go there. For me, I started leaning a little bit
The
on my
Lord.
teachings in the Lord. I had to go there. And when I learned that, when the word told me I was beautifully and wonderfully made, and I was more than a conqueror and I should have confidence. And, like when it started telling me that, and I add that in with these positive affirmations, then, your mentality changed. For me, that's what my self journey started like. Now, after you change that mentality, now I'm on a journey. You know what?
Now you growing.
Now I'm growing. Now I'm like, you know what? If I'd have picked up weight, I can work on
Look,
that.
is it a time
me put
frame?
some self-discipline
Is it a
in
time
this.
frame on this right here? Is it a time frame on this
No.
for women?
No. And I think even once I get to another level of discipline and loving myself, I want to even go to a different level. It's levels within levels, you know what I'm saying? But you have to start so you can see that green pasture, as you said, or the green grass. Because if you're constantly looking back and you're constantly stuck right there and you're playing the blaming game, you're not going to grow. You're not going to mature.
Looking back killed Lot's wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, be that peerless. Be salty.
Be salty.
Be salty. This is what you want to do. Be salty. Me, I'm going
And
forward.
that's
and
what it really is.
I'm all
They
about
be
flavor.
salty, looking back.
Yeah, bitter.
He been and got
Ain't so
married.
bitter. They're bitter. Yeah.
He got the new
be that.
girlfriend. She younger.
Ooh, they look happy. They got you worried about the wrong thing, sweetie.
She got the
Focus
little
on
waist.
you. Mm-hmm.
She got the brand new little waist joint.
Yeah, they be
going on.
sending back worried about the wrong stuff when you should be putting that self-evaluation. Let me work on me. Me, I see people. I can see.
Look. Now, I got to make this point, and thank you for letting me interrupt you. I got to make this point. When he matures, years goes by, and now his bag different than 6 years ago when you was with him. That's a different type of hurt.
Why should it be hurt though?
I didn't.
If you healing,
listen, but we talking about people who looking back, who focusing on healing. Now we do want to provide some some value and help some people heal.
It would hurt you if you see somebody, they progressing in life and you stuck. Yeah, that would hurt you. Dang, they got a bag, they doing this, and you still here making a minimum wage, ain't changing mindset, want to stay right there, not doing much with your life, stuck on the systems. Whatever that looks like, I'm just saying. Yeah, I can see how that would hurt you. Me personally, I can see exes and people I might have talked to, and then I see them moving forward, and I'd be happy like, they found love. Girl, I ain't think nobody was gonna be able to deal with this. You know, I'd be happy for people. Like I would want them to be happy for me. She
Right.
found some,
Right,
yeah,
right,
you
right.
know, so and if you can congratulate and cheer for other people, then you know that you're not. But if you sitting back and your nose snurred up and you feel a way up in your heart or something, you need to work on that. You don't want to be a salty, bitter person.
A Lot's wife.
A lot's wife. Move forward, have flavor,
Salty.
see life. You know, I'm all about.
Don't look back.
I think I'm a variety of flavors.
But it's
be flavorful.
but being honest, man or woman, if you lose a valuable person, it is easy to look back to say, oh man, what did I do wrong? Like I think it's self-reflection. I think that's a thing, a topic that you touched on. It's time for self-reflection. What did I do wrong? Oh, okay. Oh, I was a jerk. I was this type of guy. Okay, so that's what went wrong. So next time I approach things a little differently, you know.
Yeah, and it's important. It's important to do that self-evaluation, but it's also hard. I'm not going to sit here and say every relationship, it was easy for me to say, hey, I mean, and I think I've shared this with you before. After so many times, and I might have shared on the podcast of attracting the same thing, you know, I had to do some stuff and say, hey, what is it about you? And when I ask God to reveal, or even when I realize the things about me, it's not always easy. It might hurt.
Coming to the conclusion that it was you.
Yeah, it be hard, or accepting what you done, or what you need to change.
Yeah.
It could be hard, but guess what? It's your life. How bad do you want to move forward? How bad do you want to heal? Because when you do that and you let it out and you accept it and you let that little hurt right there, it's like a healing process. Because for me, I cried and and I worked on me, and then I was able to heal. But you can't let it heal if you constantly picking at the wound. He did this,
Now,
but I remember when, and you just picking at the wound. Like it's sad. It's really
I
sad.
think this part right here is very important as well. If you're not healing, if you stuck as you call it, but with all these issues, looking back in the past, I think that's going to hinder you from growing in all other areas. I think that's going to keep you financially stuck. Definitely, we already just said that love stuck. You stuck in the same place. I think they can actually keep you stuck mentally.
Absolutely.
As far as just growing as a person, you know what I'm saying? If we're not growing, we're dying. And I think you can start dying early from letting some of this stuff, harboring these, you know what I'm saying, just holding it. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be holding these issues.
So when you, and like I said, in any relationship, but when you can do a self-evaluation in any situation, whether it's a bad breakup, whether it's losing a job, whether it's whatever life might throw your way, because life be life, right? Whenever you can do a self-evaluation, take accountability and own ownership of your flaws and stuff, then it definitely those type of steps and stages help you with everyday life. You know what I'm saying? You can take ownership in anything. You can learn, when you learn self-love and that discipline, you can be disciplined. It's going to help you with discipline with your children. It's going to help you with discipline with your money. And it's just going to help. These steps that we're offering, they're going to just help you with life, but you have to start somewhere. And I just wanted to touch on, because a lot of times if dude be a good man, he was a good man, he was a good man. You can sit there and say, but he did this and he did that, but really deep inside,
we didn't say he was a perfect man.
Right, exactly. But
so what about
inside,
that?
He was a good man. And when you had lost that good man, and I'm sharing this, not to throw shade, because I really want our women to do better. I want to see more women stop being bitter and angry with these guys, especially these baby mothers and stuff. Like, do that healing. Do the healing you need for your children. Do the healing you need for yourself so you can make better decisions. Stop being stuck because you lost a good man. Because deep inside, he was a good man. No matter how much you try to play the blame game, because you're still stuck back there. Let it go.
You're trying to justify.
Stop justifying it and work on you and be the best version of you, whether you have children or not, because some women don't have children. But my heart goes to these mothers who are still
Now,
It's sad.
God don't care
Relationship.
what you want to attract, do we? Meaning, if you thinking it ain't no more so, are they all bad? Well, all bad one coming your way soon.
Well, if you want to put it in God, first of all, women, don't be looking for no good man. Worry about you and but you being a good woman, because a man finds a wife, not a woman finds a husband. Work on you. Be the woman you need to be. Be the best version of you. So when he comes across you, he knows he came across a wife before he even made you a wife. So if you want to go from that route, work on you. And if you got children, be the best mother. So when he comes across, he know, okay, I know what type of mother she is. I see what type of woman. Her fruit is saying it. So if you want to go that route, yeah. But yeah, it's all about your mentality. I think, if you go to God and you say, hey, God, I really desire to be married for what, that's personal, whatever relationship. And most people, if you're a Christian, are going to say, so I don't be in fornication. So yeah, write the vision, believe in yourself, love. I cannot stress that. And to love yourself. We in the times where people do not love themselves. They don't like what they look like and won't own it. You know what I'm saying? Like, love you.
I think writing the vision is very important.
Absolutely.
I think writing the vision is very important. I think going over what you wrote down is very important. And I think being specific about the vision is very important. Don't just write, I want more finances. Write is specifically what you want. Not just, I just want a good husband, right? You want a good, God-fearing, hard-working, you don't want no good, lazy husband.
Oh, yeah, be detailed.
You see what I'm saying?
I wasn't as detailed, but God gave me exactly what I wanted and needed. But yeah, be detailed. That's what you're saying. Be detailed. Yeah. And have confidence in you and just trust. If you a believer, trust God.
Moreover, have confidence in God.
Trust in God, and He gonna give you what you need. If you're not a believer, whatever your higher power is, but you can't go wrong with Jesus Christ. I'm just saying.
And there's major, ladies. Stop losing these good men, man, and let your joints air out for a little while. When you're moving on to the next guy, let your joint air out, ladies.